Welcome to Jamaica. I'm Reverend Michelle Senegal, and I'm the Senior Minister at the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living. I'm going to be sharing slides with you from our 2025 Annual General Meeting to give you an idea of what's going on at our Temple of Light. We have a number of different ministries, the first one being the Ministry of Peace. We have one of few labyrinths on the property, and we celebrate World Labyrinth Day. We have a focus on youth and family ministry. The truth is that the children are our future, and so we are keeping them engaged so that they will become lifelong members of the Temple of Light, not just when they're forced to come with their parents. Here are some of the highlights of some of the activities we engaged in 2024. The older youth actually deliver the message on the fifth Sundays, whenever there is a fifth Sunday that is Youth Sunday. They express themselves musically through dance, through theater, through prayer. They are vibrant contributors to our congregation. We like to have fun here on the island. We get to take advantage of the beautiful, beautiful scenery. We go to beaches and have family fun days all around the island. We also focus in on our older teens. We have special events for them. This is a pool party that we hosted for them. The price of admission was each one bring one. They have to bring a friend, and hopefully that friend will want to come back time and time again. We are on 2.5 acres of land, and green space is really a premium here on the island, and so our young people take advantage of being here. We have a Ministry of the Environment, and last year as well as this year, 2025, they focus not only outside on beautifying the plants and the gardens, but our chairs, our windows. They do take care of our beloved Temple of Light. Focus on music ministry is another way of attracting and retaining youth. We also, in 2025, started a youth band where a member has chosen to underwrite the expense of having a teacher to teach piano, drumming, and bass and acoustic guitars. And we don't charge the youth. Their payback is they are our Sunday music ministry. Food is really important in this culture. So every Sunday there is fellowship outside on the grounds. People stay, chat, and just check in with one another. One thing that actually coalesced us, even more so than we already are, is my installation, which happened in 2024. It was also the 43rd anniversary of the Temple of Light. We use the program magazine as a way to generate funds to offset the expense for the weekend. We sold advertisements to the larger business. Here are some of the highlights from the weekend. Yes, it was an entire weekend. We had Ricky Byers Beckwith in concert on Friday night, and she played at the installation on Saturday, as well as she was the musical item on Sunday. There was fun to be had by all. Here are some folks from foreign. These are my friends who traveled in from the United States to be a part of the festivities. Everyone else was there as a witness. We had a wonderful weekend. So some of the other things that we do to appeal to all of the needs of our members is we start the year off with visioning and vision boarding. We had 80 people show up in 2024, and that number grew in 2025. People are very serious about setting their intentions for the year. We have a large interest in literary works, and I'm author, so in 2024, I provided a book signing and invited another author who writes children's books. So we covered not only the adults, but children as well. Many people came out, so lots of books as well. So because we have a mature congregation, many of the courses have been taught several times before. So we've been focusing on books. Some of these books we're revisiting, like the Four Agreements. And I also believe in always improving what it is that we do and how we do things at Temple. So I have run homiletics on 2 occasions, one live, one virtual, the artist sermon preparation and delivery. Board development is important. So we invest in retreats where they are learning more about board governance and learning more about their roles and responsibilities on the board, how to build endowments, how to be fiscally responsible. So that's an annual event that happens in June. We have a retreat with practitioners in the fall of every year, and sometimes we just go back to basics. So I did a 1-day workshop on This Is How We Pray, so that we could revisit the 5 steps to get spiritual mind treatment so that people pray from an empowered place. We have a full-time staff here, finance manager, facilities manager, groundsman, and myself as CEO of the organization. And with a growth mindset, I'm always thinking about how we can all grow. So 2024, we focused on customer service, how to better service our members, and business writing, how to up-level our writing with regard to all those thank you notes that we need to send from time to time. I offered a 1-day workshop that focused on spirit, mind, and body. It was a retreat here on the property. We did everything from mindful meal consumption to walking the labyrinth, yoga, and dialogue. There is a program that's been running since COVID started called Lifeline, and it is the 4th Sunday of every month. We invite somebody in as a speaker. And what you're seeing on my screen, it was the evolution of inclusion. So there was a focus on diversity and inclusion, and this is a representative from CSL. We are very much a part of community outreach. So in 2024, we also started Legal Symposium. We had a tremendous event this year, 2025, April, called The Jamaica Constitution in Need. So we had an author of a book by the same title who came and educated and informed our members in the larger community of their civil rights. One of the things that I, as the leader, is endeavoring to do is to get increased exposure for what we do with the Temple of Light program that focuses on finance. And so I am a frequent guest on that show, and I bring in the spiritual aspects of managing our finances and how to develop a prosperity consciousness. There's a program on commercial television titled Holy Road, where they focus on different churches. And the crew came here, spent a day with me, a practitioner, and the minister, and we got to talk in detail about what it is we believe in the Centers for Spiritual Living. And that particular program was so popular, it aired 16 times in 2024. Another outreach activity is we have adopted the ministry for the poor. We give money, we give time, we give food, we give whatever is needed. Another program that was started in 2025 is Step Into Your Future, Success as an Attitude. And we've incorporated a Young Entrepreneurs Program. Why? Because the goal is to train 100 young people in 2025, for which we have received grant monies in order to do that. The hope is they will stay. Several of them have joined the music ministry. Some of them do come to church on Sunday. We want to be known. We want folks to come here and be a part of our vibrant community. So this is our Step Into Your Future Entrepreneurs Program in action. Another thing that we do is we really focus on embracing a member-centric model, the OGM. So from time to time, we have forums. In 2024 as well as 2025, We spent time reviewing our bylaws, making decisions around whether they need to be amended or not, and making certain the congregation understands the organization design model in it. And most recently, I have launched Temple Diaspora. And what that is Jamaicans go all over the world for better opportunities. Once they've come through Temple, they remain members. So we have decided to provide a forum, training, book signing, book studies, just for people who are abroad, to keep them connected to their spiritual community. So thank you for taking this pictorial journey with me as we discover and explore the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living, where one love resides. All are welcome. Thank you for listening.